You clicked on the U.S. weather update and long range forecast here on the Eastern Weather Consulting YouTube channel. I am meteorologist Mike G, and we will be talking about the rest of November and what can we expect as far as any type of major storms on the horizon and overall temperature outlooks. Is it going to be a cold and stormy end of November, or is it going to be warm like the first part of November has been with a little bit of cold in between? Will November be as cold as predicted? Now, this month was I was predicting this month to be really a pattern flip here, just after mid-month, and I actually still do see that happening here, and I believe it will happen. It's just going to take another week or so for things to start to load up and to unleash on the East Coast here. You can find us on Facebook at Eastern WX Consulting, also online at https://easternwxconsulting.com, and that will provide professional and personalized services also for you as an individual subscriber. So please check us out. We got a 30-day free trial right now with memberships. Okay, let's dive into the actual discussion here. And we're looking at a model image right here. This is the GFS, and this is this coming Saturday, as we're only 2 days away from this forecast. And it looks like we're going to be chilly here in the eastern part of the United States, especially the northeastern part of the United States. Lingering flurries and snow showers, light snow across much of New England and Pennsylvania, even in the portions of New Jersey, I believe. Philly, New York, definitely going to see some snow shower activity out of this. Could make it all the way down to Baltimore. Mainly going to be limited to the mountains of Pennsylvania, especially central Pennsylvania here. Penn State will be seeing some snow showers this Saturday, probably not totally unheard of for that location for this time of year. Nothing real big about this. There's no hype here with this little cold outbreak. It's not like it's a huge cold air intrusion. Just some flakes in the mountains could make them to the suburbs here in the northeast, and chilly as we head into this weekend. We can expect the cold to definitely persist. Now, as we head into the weekend after this weekend, the 20th, we're looking at a major possibility of a nor'easter here in the northeastern United States. Big low pressure here. The cold enough to snow line, or the 540 line, diving all the way down into Atlanta and South Carolina, coastal North Carolina. If this holds any truth here, November 20th, which is next weekend. It's this Sunday, I believe, next weekend. Not this weekend, but next weekend. Very cold starts to break in here across the eastern part of the United States. Snow could be flying all the way from Milwaukee, Chicago, Indiana, and Ohio into western Pennsylvania, even into the mountains of West Virginia and western Virginia and North Carolina mountains as well. This would even say that some of the lighter stuff, some form of frozen precipitation, makes it all the way to the Virginia-North Carolina border. We will have to watch this developing storm here on the 20th, as it will give us a decent chance for snow. When you have this kind of energy diving into the eastern part of the United States, that's very cold air, and with this energy sometimes comes a coastal storm. We're going to have to keep an eye on this for around the 20th. Now, the day right after this storm system moves away, which could bring much of the anywhere in the mid-Atlantic a potential first flakes, even though if it's not much, as soon as it leaves, it gets really cold behind this exiting storm system here around the 21st, the week of Thanksgiving. We're looking at a cold shot here, and it's going to be extreme from Florida up into Kentucky. It's going to be really, really cold temperatures, and they're not used to this. The Florida orange groves are going to have special interest paid to them by the orange grove farmers down here, as there could be some freezing temperatures and some crop damage down here around the 21st. So this is going to be something to watch out for. And real quick, I just want to touch on the current sea surface departure from normal sea surface temperature. This is basically a La Nina right now. It is cooler than usual surface water temperatures here in the equatorial Pacific, and that it should be a flip from last year, because we saw an El Nino out here last year, and it was very strong and gave us a very warm all the way up in the eastern half of the United States, as the storm track was basically kind of diagonal like this. And right now we have some warmer than usual water off the Gulf of Alaska, and also between Alaska and Russia right here If this builds, we will start to see the effects of some cold outbreaks here into the eastern United States, because the warmer than usual surface temperatures of the water will cause warmer than usual temperatures and surface high pressure systems, which will in turn cause a big ridge here in the western part of the United States, and will alternately cause a trough here in the eastern part of the United States here. We don't need this to be too strong in order for us to start getting cold air protrusions into the eastern part of the United States. Keep in mind, 1994 was a warm November and a warm Christmas, and then right after New Year's, on January 4th, Philadelphia got one of their worst ice storms in memorable history, and it went down to like 2 degrees below Fahrenheit that night. So anything is possible. And I believe 94 was a La Nina year as well, with the cooler than usual surface temperatures in the ocean rather than warm compared to last year. All this cold water right here is a result of the storm track being across the southern Pacific and slamming into the Pacific Northwest. That's been the story there for the past maybe 3 weeks or so. California has a heightened chance of getting some of these storms off this cooler water. So it's kind of like, which comes first, the cooler water being there, or the storm tracks that are mixing up the cooler water. The thing is can anything make it underneath this ridge and scoot eastward during the time that we're going to be expecting our cold outbreaks? But all this has to happen is it's already looking favorable for a pretty cold winter with a weak La Nina here, and also some warm water here off the coast of Alaska, and building warmer water here off the western shores of Alaska. So all we need is this to be stronger and this to be weaker, and we're going to have a very, very brutal winter indeed. If this holds true, it's going to be cold. I think this cold is going to be starting to hit us rather quickly, especially after the 15th of this month through the 30th, the second half of this month. We're looking at the possibility of winter getting an early start. Thanks a lot for watching. I am Eastern Weather's meteorologist Mike G. Have a great time, everybody, and check back. We'll be doing more updates on this. Have a great time, everyone.